Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome back to the main game. So even though Leagues hasn't quite finished for this account, I have been hopping on the main game just to be checking out a couple of things which I wanted to show to you guys today. Now, in terms of this video, what we're going to be looking at is items I think are worthwhile investing into now for a double XP because they are cheaper than what they normally are. Now, the reason why I'm suggesting this is that Jagex have mentioned that there will still be double XP lives, just with less occurrence than what they previously were last year. And last year we had 4, I imagine this year we're going to have 2, one in the later month of this year. I don't imagine that they're going to do it before Runefest. What I imagine is going to happen is they'll do it around October, early November, off the back of announcing, because they've kind of pushed their updates up this year, a possible 110 skill coming in the back 3 months of this year, and then the double XP before then can give people a chance to go and get that level just before the skill's released. Now this is all my theory, none of this has been confirmed, but I'm pretty confident that there is going to be a double XP coming up. And now could be a fantastic time to invest in some of these cheaper resources because people are playing Leagues, because there's less demand on them, the prices have gone down. Now the reason why I found these in terms of how cheap they are is because I was looking for money making methods to bring the hogger back, and some of the prices I looked at and just thought they are incredibly cheap. It could be a really good chance for people who want to invest in their skills, whether it's to go to 110, 99, 120, whatever level it might be, for people to pick up a pretty decent deal. So that's simply what we're going to do in this video. Is just hop around a couple of items, historically go up for a double XP, and just pick out the ones which are a little bit cheaper than normal. Now, disclaimer for the first item we're going to look at, this is something I am buying because it's cheap construction XP in my opinion, but also I am making magic frames on the hogger. It's what we kind of finished off when we finished the last video, so I do have a investment in this item anyway. But I think you guys can agree that thanks to the fancy new live grand exchange price item as well, which is incredible, it means that we don't have to spend ages in a video just price checking items. I can simply just run off and just keep talking about all these items and cram more into a video. So because I'm not wasting time price checking, we can just explore more, we can just find more, we can just talk about more as well. So let's get started with magic frames. 41,000 coins for a magic frame, in my opinion, is just too cheap. Maybe we need to start thinking that the original price for magic frame, 80 to 100k, is no longer there. Because of the eternal frames coming into the game, like they've all been knocked down a tier, maybe they shouldn't be 80,000 coins again, but they definitely should be more than 41. Now magic frames are a weird one because they're never really where they should be, in between U and Elder frames. Like when we go and check out those, because I think they're always good to look at for another option, you'll notice how close a magic frame is to a U frame. So a U frame is going to come in at a price of 40,000 coins. So a magic frame at the minute is currently 200 GP more. Like what for magic is going to be more XP for basically the same price. It's just so crazy. And then when we look at something like an Elder frame, yes, it's gone down quite a lot, but it's still going to be around 98k. And if you're someone who's done the Elder frames in the 4th Frame before, you will know how good the XP is. 98,000 coins for that is going to be crazy. Now, one thing I would say is that with 4th Frame 3, they have slightly changed the XP and how the XP is dealt out. It rewards people more who chase the buff or the sparkles or the glow, however you want to say it. If you're someone who just does it fully AFK, you will notice about a 10 to 15% difference in the XP per hour. So this could be why the prices have gone down as well. But I still think for how AFK the construction is, how good it will be on a double XP as well, it's very, very cheap. Now the new item which is coming to the game is the Eternal Frame. And I still think that to a point, this is a little bit cheap as well. 135k is what you'll pay for the Eternal Frame, and for the kind of XP it's going to give you, I think it's something like 60 Eternal Frames, are going to give you 500k XP. I just think there's so much room to go here anyway. But if you're someone looking to train your construction, I would really consider the U and Magic Frames. Magic Frames especially just because they're so underpriced. But the XP you're going to get from these compared to the GP you're going to spend for the high two, if you're someone who's got more cash available, and they're happy to pay more for the extra XP, by all means, go for the Elder, go for the Eternal. But if you're someone who's looking to level up to 99 and try and save a little bit of money with it, the U and Magic Frames are really good options. Now, something every account needs when they have a Herblore level to do it is going to be overloads. Now, overloads, this is the thing which kind of made me make this video. Overloads currently 65,000 coins for the whole set. To make one overload, you are simply paying 65k, which I just think it's so cheap. Overloads are pretty much like a necessity now, like even when you level them up, because to be fair, for the higher tier of PVM, the higher tier of overload you're going to need, but for a base overload to be at 65k, I just think it's really good. I mean, from 96 on a double XP, you're probably only going to need 1,000 to go from 96 to 99. But those 1,000 will be used in it for 65k. It's such a good price. Like, with some money makers we've found, that could literally be like 4 hours work to go and pay for 1,000 overloads, which would last you such a significant amount of time. They're such a worthwhile investment. Now, if I was actually getting to a point where my overloads were looking a bit tight, looking a bit depleted, I would jump in and buy them for that kind of price because I just think they're really, really good. Now, in terms of other skills which are worthwhile doing, I think that fletching is worth doing. And for me, if I'm looking to do fletching, I would look at things like dart tips. Now, dragon dart tips are by far the best ones, but they're 2.7k each. With the speed you fletch darts at, you can look at rune darts for an alternative at just under 300 GP. There was a period of time where these were like 700 GP each, and making rune darts on a free-to-play account was such good profit. Even now, actually, it's still very good profit at that kind of price. But if you're looking for really cheap fletching XP, that could definitely be an option. The nice thing with rune darts is afterwards you can sell them. Broad arrows, no you can't. You have to like disassemble them or find a use for them. Broads is basically just throwing money away, which you can't get back. And sometimes if they're cheap enough, they are worthwhile doing, but in my opinion, darts are also very good. Now, the new form of fletching is also through eternal items. So we have the eternal bow. The one you want to buy is the Mark V. So the Mark V currently is 630k. Does seem actually quite cheap. You got to remember now as well, the price of eternal magical logs has changed dramatically, which we'll check in a second. We also have the eternal magical staff saturated, which is 3.8 mil. That is quite hefty for how much it is. And if you're looking for a money making method, runecrafting these is going to be bank. It's such good profit. But still, we've seen it before on sort of a double XP. That's been around 5-ish mil, maybe 5.5. I've definitely sold them between 5 and 6 mil before. Again, could be a really good time to pick that up. Now, one thing which understandably has skyrocketed from where it was a couple of weeks ago is going to be eternal magical logs. Now, these are currently going at a price of 6.3k. Now, someone in this video actually sold probably about 50,000 for 4k. So yeah, my early selling, because I thought they were no use, cost me 100 mil, and a couple of days after I sold them, they decided to release the Eternal Plank, which is absolutely great. Thanks for that, Jagex. That was absolutely great for you to do that after the construction update was finished. But the Eternal Plank currently, around 8,000 coins, you can still make money throwing those into your plank makers in your invention guild. So that's pretty much fletching. Obviously there's going to be arrows and arrow tips you can look at doing as well. That could be decent. You do have primal arrows as well, which could be really good XP. Again, try and find out which works best for you. I do think as well that the Elder God arrows are also starting to become profit again. It's one of the videos I'm going to have a look at for money making, because if you can do Elder God arrows, it is so much more AFK. It is just so much better. Definitely do that. In terms of crafting, crafting is weird, where price and profit you can make from turning hides into leather is incredible. You can make so much money from them, but the prices of leather themselves are starting to stabilize a bit. So a black dragon leather at 2.2k is not the 3,000 coins you historically link to dragon leather, but it's kind of a solid price for the nowadays and like where the game currently is. Blue dragon is 1.2 thousand. We have green dragon leather, slightly under in price, 702 GP each. Still going to get you really good crafting XP. This could be something I would recommend people to train their crafting on a non-double XP, like 702 GP each for a green dragon leather. You can sell the bodies for a couple thousand coins each. If not, throw them in your auto alka because it's fair enough. And it's a decent way for you to train as well. And then finally, the royal one, 3,000 coins. Black dragon for just under 750 coins less could be a really good option, but these just seem really solid at the minute as well. Now, another option for crafting is going to be battle staff. So if we can go and have a look at battle staffs really quick, we have a standard battle staff has gone up in price. So a couple of months ago when I did it, I think on the Hugger, these were around 3.8, 4,000 coins each. That's a signal now that these are too cheap, and that's when you buy them. 5,000 coins I think is around about right for the terms of the price. But even then, like 5,000 coins, you then turn it into 7.3, 7.3, and the 5 battle staff's going to be, yeah, around about the same price. Sometimes the battle staffs can be weird and they can spike in price and be a bit more than what they are, but around 7.3k is about right. And one more time, this Grand Exchange Live has transformed money making videos, and I am absolutely here for it as well. And then the final one really is things like smithing. So smithing, you can go and have a look at things like the Elder Rune set. So whether you want to do a +4 set, which is under its mid price at the minute, it's 7.4 mil for that. The +5 set as well seems to be a lot better value. Admittedly, you miss out on the XP of turning the +4 into +5 and then from +5 into burial. But, you know, that could be options for you to do. If it's cheaper to do it that way, it could be an option to do it as well. Elder Rune bars, 14.7k actually, which is a very strong price for Elder Rune bars. It's been a while since they've kind of been at that sort of price, and smithing in general has started to get a little bit stronger. We have Bane bars at 12,000 coins each, which they've still held that price ever since the construction update, which is strange really, because they were so underpriced for so long and have kind of got back to where they needed to be in terms of their price. Necronium's over 10,000 coins each, Orichalcum at 7.5k as well. We have Primal bars at 25.3k each, Standard Rune bars, 5,000 coins, so if you're looking for a really easy free-to-play money-making method, we mentioned it before. Rune bars into Rune darts, but you do need to do the Tourist Trap, but if you do the Tourist Trap in members when you have some members time, you can go and keep that benefit in non-members as well, so you can go make those Rune bars. But I just thought it was worthwhile showing you there. There's definitely some things very undervalued in terms of the price, and obviously with the construction update as well, the construction house is so much more beneficial to have in the main game, and also you do need construction levels to go and get those benefits as well. So if you're someone who's especially looking at construction, it's really good. I will say one more time, I am quite invested in magic frames. I'm buying them to train my construction on discounts. I'm making them on the hogger. I just think when you see the price of a U-frame and then the magic frame, it's just too cheap. But also overloads as well. Overloads are a really good price. And some of the things we've gone through as well are really good. And one final thing before we finish the video on, because it's so much easier now to just go and search for these things on the Grand Exchange. The decorated urns and also the exquisite urns as well, you can go and have a look and see if some of these are worthwhile picking up. Urns can go very low volume still, we've just seen it there. 11,000 coins for a mining one, because simply there just won't be the amount on the Grand Exchange. And if you're someone who's going to focus on a certain skill which has urns related to it, definitely go and pick those up. And I'm not sure if it's something which was leagues only, but in leagues only, when you're doing the actual smithing, the urn is also being used as well. So I'm going to try that out on the main game to see if it's just something I've missed in the future. However, that is going to wrap that video up. Really hope it's brought you guys some value in like just a bit of an idea of what you could go and look at and what you can go and do going forward. The double XP is not announced and is not confirmed or anything. I just have a real big feeling that we're definitely going to see one in the winter months of this year. And these kind of prices, yes, they might have to sit in your bank for a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months, but they're very good prices. Slow buy them over time as well. Even though the Grand Exchange has the live price, check the margin, try and buy for as slow as possible, and take your time buying them as well. There's no rush to go and buy them. Take your time and save yourself some money. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.